episode, another one, begin. First of all, I want to check my PC space. I still got 62 gigabytes. I'm good. I gotta. There we go. Gotta rearrange it. Now that it's about 2033. Oh, I can't go through that. I get to talk to the guy at the tenements. It's about approaching 9 p.m. in game 2100. Oh, you saw my snake eyes, huh? Red? A maroon glow of light pollution rises from the east. You hear distant traffic. Night is falling on the city.
This door is made of metal and appears to be reinforced. Someone here really values their security.
1 second. Appears... part 12 has finished uploading. I'm going to start doing the next one. It should not take long. Actually, never mind. Why am I can just do it tomorrow.
No one answers.
We should return in the evening, at 9 p.m. the earliest.
Oh, yeah. Psh, duh. It's not 9 p.m. yet. Let's look at one of my notes. Also, I don't think I'm going to need half-light for this encounter. I'll just put my interfacing gloves back on. Here it is. Interact.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of papers hanging from the board.
Read.
It takes about half an hour to piece one together, using the system you've devised. Which one do you want?
The unsolvable case.
AKA Leslie and Burke. AKA the public indecency drunk and the property damage drunk is a cursed case. It has been passed from unsuspecting officer to unsuspecting officer for 10 years. On January 29, the unsolvable case made its way to you. Why you accepted it, it is unclear. Every officer, and indeed most civilians in Jamrock, know it's unsolvable.
I'm a superstar cop, though.
Leslie will always take his pants off when he's drunk. Burke will always trash everything. It's just what they do. It is their nature. You cannot change the nature of a man. And you can't lock them away because public indecency and small-scale property damage are not punishable by incarceration.
Bruh.
The only way for Leslie to stop flashing his genitals to bypassers and for Burke to stop dismantling signage and rear-view mirrors would be for them to stop drinking alcohol, which, in their 40s or 50s, it's hard to tell because of their distorted features, is a medical improbability on par with you ceasing to produce the expression.
Okay, then.
You would think that, but you're wrong. Where's the fun in exposing your genitals or breaking stuff in your own home? No, Leslie and Burke are on the corner of Main Street and Perdition, because that's where the action is.
Marvelous.
Can you keep yourself off the streets? Threatening fines,
Whoa.
dragging them to the station, locking them up in the hellholes they live in,
He showed up.
locking them up in the station, hypnotherapy, even trying to get the local gang of Zemyaki to take them out. The Zemyaki gave them ethanol, so Burke and Leslie would expose and rampage even harder.
Damn.
You tried it all, and still the complaints wouldn't stop, as they hadn't stopped for 10 years.
Damn.
It's plain to see from the files that you, Satellite Officer JV, and Special Consultant TH had more important cases to attend to.
Jean-Vic
You
Remel.
uncover cross-reference to several ongoing investigations, each brought to a standstill
Tom, maybe?
every time you drive down Main Street. Because there they are, on the corner of Perdition. And what is Leslie doing?
Public indecency.
Good. You're learning. If the files are to be trusted, that's all there is to it. That and Burke breaking things, and the fact that they're both drunk. But then again, so are you. The case becomes considerably less comic one day when Burke takes a swing at your ledger.
Oof.
He must have it confused with the property he likes to damage. But the joke's on him. The officer is also drunk. Way more drunk than Burke there. And let's be fair, you also have party eyes. You slam the hardened plastic board
More
in his
drugged
face,
up than he is.
then proceed to beat him unconscious with it. In the process, the ledger sustains damage. The compartment within, reserved for permeable documents, is jammed shut. You stop your assault on the now unconscious Burke to open it, but are unable to do so. The officer began to cry, reports Leslie, who, at this point, is tending to Burke. Kill them. They broke it.
No?
He came at us, and at us. I think he was trying to kill Burko. While trying to kill Burko, you slowly come around. The permeables compartment is open. You've smashed it open on poor Burko's kneecaps. The good news is, Burke can't walk anymore. Can't get out of his apartment, an invalid. With Burke to tend to, Leslie cuts back on the indecent exposure. Maybe he flashes his genitals to Burke. Who knows? But both drunks are off the street. The complaints stop.
Good lord.
The unsolvable case is solved. Which is also why the officer responsible narrowly escapes a disciplinary hearing. The end. Do you want to read another one?
Yeah. Damn, I beat the shit out of that guy. Huh?
Not much has changed in the meanwhile. A bunch of sodden papers still sags from the clipboard.
That was a lot less fun than I hoped. Hello,
Jean
sir.
Demery, you found me.
The young man on the balcony gives you a bright smile before taking another drag from his cigarette.
His slender figure is backlit by city lights, its distant streets and motorways flashing like diamonds.
It was mine. My friends use it from time to time to visit me. So tell me, are you here to make things right again?
Yes?
Beautiful. I have some good news for you. My Sunday friend is visiting me tonight. I told him about you and he'd like to say hello. Step in. He's already waiting. Mm-hmm. That's why I chose this place. Martinez is special, isn't it?
Wait. Suddenly you're digging things?
But it's nice. Parts can be shitty and parts can be nice. I don't know.
Trust me. You do.
Okay.
That's nice, but I don't have anything to tell you. It's my friend you're looking for, not me.
Is the friend I...
He takes another drag of his unfiltered cigarette and looks around. It's getting dark and the neighboring windows have lit up one by one.
The expression.
Downstairs, a cat crosses the yard, disappearing into the bush.
Besides, I've got to run.
Something tells you you're never going to talk to an individual this cool or mysterious ever again.
To the city. It's a beautiful night.
A
Okay.
man on high heels stumbles out of a basement club, music blasting over the entire district. It's chilly, and as the chemicals hit his nervous system, 1,000 shivers ripple through his body.
Ha, that idiot. Now I know he's doing narcotics. He shouldn't have shivered in the city. I have the shivers in the city.
Something flutters in the corner of the lieutenant's mouth as you're saying those words.
We'll talk. Just not tonight. Take care, alright?
70. Whew. He says with another disarming smile before slipping off into the night.
And he's gone again. Looks like it's becoming a theme for him.
Very different.
Different, of course.
His shirt.
This shirt.
His shirt.
His shirt.
He's trying to dive deep into the mysteries of his shirt.
It's very important.
His shirt. No, I don't know why his shirt is always
His
unbuttoned.
mouth tightens. It's trying to hold something back.
He's barely holding it together. It's all he can do to keep from bursting out in laughter.
Come on, detective, let's go. We've got a potential witness to interview. His Sunday friend, remember?
If I got 70 experience, this must be extremely important. Who the hell is this guy? A quarterly business magazine? Why is it so eerie in here? Governmental issues taking over a shelf. An old photo of the same apartment, dated year 01. Expensive men's perfume lingers in the air. Oh. Party Dragon's silk robe. This sleazy bathing robe in vibrant blues features a roaring dragon on its front, ready to take off into the night. A red belt has been provided for fastening. It's culturally insensitive, but only for people who are not from Seoul. The real Seoulites probably don't care. I guess it's good for more electrochemistry. An empty ashtray. This is actually my apartment, and yours. Dishes soaked up in a pot. Flyers for underground parties. Dates for open lectures at a local university. Why is it so freaky in here? An exquisite canopy bed made of metal? Samaran conical hat. More logic, less suggestion. I feel like this is also... This tawny, cone-shaped hat looks like a beacon of Samaran wisdom, its straws sticking out like antennas. Thank God you can't really see people's reactions when they see you strolling around in this incredibly insensitive headpiece. Super logical for a cop to wear this. Insensitive bachelor party vibes. A politician is never off the clock. Buckets of paint on a layer of old newspapers?
Officers of the Revachol Citizens Militia.
The man in business casual removes his cufflinks.
His hands are clean and well manicured. This is a man who knows the importance of appearances.
My name is Charles Vildrouin, and I am an official with the coalition government. I work for the Institute of Price Stabilité on assignment from Sur-la-Clé.
Okay.
I heard you talking to my friend outside. Very good. Super. I am here to assist you in any way possible. Ask me about the hanging.
Hanging? What a drag. He seems like a cultured gentleman. You should ask him about the finer things.
The canopy bed?
Oh, yes. My friend has a great eye for these things. He refuses to tell me where it came from. It's a mystery. I believe they call this type of frame industrial. It's very comfy. That's really all I can tell you about it.
He forms a little rooftop with his fingers. Cold air sweeps in from the balcony.
The lieutenant takes out his notebook and nods to you to proceed.
You witnessed the lynching?
I'm sorry to say I did, officer.
This is the break we've been looking
Easy,
for.
detective. No need to jump to conclusions.
Is it because...
Because I did it?
You did it!
He's clearly not a man accustomed to being spoken to in that manner, let alone to being accused of murder.
Yeah.
Officer, it's very difficult to describe what I saw that night. It was so surreal to me, like in a play.
He holds out his hands and blossoms his fingers, like a drama teacher setting the scene.
What do you mean, like in a play?
Was it choreographed?
It was just so strange. I could barely comprehend what was happening. I was on the balcony when it happened, getting some fresh air. I remember that first they came in, carrying what looked like a body. And then I saw all the surrounding windows go dead, one by one. That's when I understood. I should not be seeing this.
Sounds like the victim was unconscious, or at least incapacitated. Well done, detective.
Wonderful.
I couldn't see their faces well, and there were quite a few of them. But they were very loud and very Martinez. Let's just say that the laboring classes can get rather expressive with their profanities.
Swearing like sailors or dock workers?
I couldn't tell you exactly. Less than 10. Maybe 8?
The lieutenant sends you a sharp look at the mention of that number.
That's a giant you're describing. No, they were all quite human, as far as I could tell. I went back inside.
Yes, back inside. Keep yourself safe from the killing.
That's it.
Were you able to see anything from inside?
Officer, the yard was pitch black. There was nothing to see, but I could still hear their voices. They were threatening to kill that poor man. All men, I presume. But again, I couldn't see very clearly.
I mean, we know that 7 of them were men. It's very possible the 8th Hardy didn't... The lady driver, just very possible that she simply didn't say anything.
But we are fairly certain the lady driver was present.
It's possible, officer, but I cannot say with certainty. It was very dark, you must remember. I believe they were mostly white, though I believe I saw 2 Areopagites among them. And I am quite certain that one spoke with a Mesk accent. Well, that's the strangest part, officer. Nothing happened. It was oddly quiet for a public lynching.
Really?
Eventually, their shouts died down, and that was all. There were no gunshots, no celebratory shouts, no anything.
Just ended? They just put him up there and...
You're right, of course. That is what one is supposed to do in such circumstances. I was simply in shock. I'm afraid I don't have anything else to add.
It's just
About what time was all this happening, approximately?
All I can say is that it was late. No, I didn't see the corpse until the following day.
At least that confirms all our
It
theories.
seems this wasn't the break you were hoping for. I think we have everything we need. Thank you for talking to us, Mr. Villedroit.
Of course, anything I can do to assist the RCM.
Well, I mean, this is a lot of confirmations. Probably 8 individuals. Middle of the night.
The coalition is only looking out for the price stability. Inflation is a killer, like a heart disease blocking the normal circulation of the economy. It must be controlled. The economy impacts the entire international community, which is why it requires international oversight. Well, I'm renovating it. It is an interesting project. The building used to be a 12-story skyscraper before the cannons took the top 4 stories off. This, of course, happened when the coalition forces landed here.
So...
You could say I'm undoing some of the material damage the international community caused when we arrived here.
Reparations!
Yes, as I said before, I am a commissioner from Sur-la-Clé working for the Institute of Price Stabilité. This is one of the main projects of the Moral Intern.
It's a moral intern.
Wait, there isn't actually an Institute of Price Stability, is there? Or maybe there is. God, it's impossible to understand whether someone from the Moral Intern is joking or not.
La communauté internationale is what Revacholians colloquially call the coalition. In other words, the nations that stopped the disaster of the revolution.
Okay.
It is the most important thing. It's the central goal of any sound monetary policy. Maintaining the price stability is essential to maintaining high levels of economic activity. which is essential for maintaining high levels of employment. Which is essential for maintaining the social stability.
Basically, it makes sure the price of bread doesn't change.
I guess that makes sense.
Précisément. Too much inflation, bread becomes too expensive. Too much deflation, it becomes too cheap for bakers to produce. That's why the Institute of Price Stability works to keep inflation just below 2%.
2% of
But not too
2%.
far below. No. Too below is also bad. Below, but close to 2%. The coalition believes in the importance of informing the public about the benefits of the price stability. Transparency is one of our principles. Would you like an informational pamphlet?
Okay.
A sound monetary policy is essential for addressing uncertainty. Stability is the raison d'être of the moral intern. It's the reason why I identify as a moralist.
Nothing must change.
But oh, I don't have my leaflets on me today. That's too bad. You can always call our information line. Making information available is part of the moral intern's commitment to transparency.
Moral intern guy.
It's the International Organization for Moralists, hence Moralist International. The Institute of Price Stability is just one of its many mind babies, as is the coalition.
Moralist International. Mind babies.
There are more nefarious powers to work for than the moral intern.
True.
But of course. Because moralists believe in a normal, stable world governed by democratic values.
Martinez doesn't seem very normal.
Martinez? No. Martinez is something else. Revachol is generally difficult. It's led by an interim government, which means it hasn't yet achieved full democracy.
So far, moralism just seems like we want things to not change, and also we want democracy.
But they are working towards it. You're all doing very well here, relatively speaking.
Democracy is a meaningless sham as long as the working class is under the boot heel of capital. Oh, I need the XP though.
Of course, the detective's personal views do not represent the views of the RCM.
Ah, my friend. But the lesson of the revolution is that communism does not work.
Yeah, they got blown up.
Oh, yes. The big bad coalition crushed the revolution. Tell me, if the revolution was succeeding, would it have been crushed so easily? Are we really so bad for wanting compromise, peace, and prosperity on reasonable, achievable terms? Ask yourself that. Now, enough of this delightful political interlude. Was there anything else you wanted to ask?
Oh, if the revolution was succeeding, how would it be crushed? I don't know, because it was a revolution of the people. I mean, it's Revachol doesn't have a government that can stand up to the entirety of the moral military. They have mortars and guns and shit. I mean, they still got craters and half-broken buildings. He just mentioned the top 4 stories of this skyscraper got cut off because the bomb's so huge, and he's thinking, oh, if those communists were so correct, then they should have just won. If they were good, they would have won. I am extremely intelligent.
What's there to say? Sur-la-Clé is a modern, urbanized country that measures very high on the Human Development and Freedom Index. Mostly, though, it's known as the executive heart of EPIS.
FS. I was thinking sepsis.
Moreover, it is a great sponsor of less emerged countries. Revachol is only one of its many darlings whose progress it supports and cherishes.
Learning of extremely concerning activities. Oh, this isn't. I'm typing a text to you right now. This is dated again. But this is probably fine. I mean, it's good that they're getting support.
Darlings, that can't be an official designation.
Because a great percentage of Revachol's culture hails from Sur-la-Clé. Its language, its people, its cuisine even. Or at least in the downtown La Delta area.
Her percentage of Revachol's culture hails from Sur-la-Clé. However he said it. But I guess there is a good, connection spiritually.
Jamrock and other parts of the international zone have been mercifully spared of Sur-la-Clé's love for meatballs and mashed potatoes.
Yeah, I'm sure meatballs and mashed potatoes are good.
Whatever you wish, officer.
Your pal.
Ah, my friend. My friend is a good young man. His family immigrated here from Kedra, and life has not been easy for him. But he understands the importance of education. He has taken his future into his own hands, and that's all that matters.
Has he moved here for work?
Kedra is a candidate member of APIS. But, between you and me, their potential membership is a
Wait
more
a minute.
contentious issue.
I was thinking sepsis, EPIS. Is this like NATO?
That it's never going to happen. They entered negotiations in 21, and it's been pending ever since.
Sorry, I was texting you more things. Also, the thing I put on the back of my chair fell off. I entered negotiation 21. Oh.
EPIS is a very special program developed by the Moral Intern to support certain Occidental nations.
It's not
It
NATO.
began as a unified system of weights and measures, which proved to be a wild success. Nothing but kilograms and centimeters as far as the eye can see.
God, yes, sweet standardization, the backbone of rationality and commerce.
It was such a wild success that we expanded it into an economic union for the processing of steel. Another success. And between you and me, the Moral Intern feels emboldened by this success. Emboldened to take EPIS to the next level. Why, it stands for progress and stability, like the Moral Intern as a whole.
Yeah, the letters.
It's been such a wild, extraordinary success thus far.
What?
We are very excited to take it to the next level.
What?
A supranational political alliance. The United States of Occident.
Oh, the USO?
You mean Revachol? No, it's going to have transparent democracy. It's one day going to be a candidate member of EPIS, sure.
Except that candidate members never become full members, do they?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
Candidate members do become members. Why do we even have the whole system in place if they don't? It just takes time. Time and evaluation. But we were talking about my friend here, not politics.
True.
How did any of us become friends? Bad things happening on the Insulindian Isola? Oil platforms ablaze in the night? Civil wars lasting for years? Finally, the international community is forced to step in.
Did he step into this guy's life?
Au contraire, it's how millions of people end up where they are, meeting the people they meet. It's how I came here, and my friend too.
Okay, so Sunday Friend came in to intervene, probably with the stability of the prices, encountered his friend. Did he mention the name? I don't think so.
Sorry, who? But I told you, officer. He's a bright young man here to pursue his education. Education is the foundation of our future, especially the arts. It is a cornerstone of our civilization.
What is his
Officer,
name, though?
you have to understand. I can't give you his personal information. I'm sure you have your own methods and databases, right? Please don't put me in this situation.
Okay.
He's deeply enmeshed in the study of the fine arts, yes.
As though you weren't envious enough of the boy as is.
He's a truly free spirit. He likes all the arts. Perhaps graphic design, printmaking, who knows? The world is open wide for a talented youth like him.
But yeah, the glaring question, what's he doing in his apartment?
I'm just enjoying the view.
A dead body we still need to get down, by the way.
I know that.
Listen,
A baby is crying in the neighboring apartment.
no, listen. The Insulindian Bay.
What?
This place used to be a luxury accommodation before the revolution. Apartments, of course, were much bigger then. A few walls have been added here and there, leaving some of the tenants without a private bathroom or a kitchen. But the million real view stays. You can't take that away.
He knocks on the balcony door, his face mirrored in the darkened glass.
My friend comes and goes. I'm sure you'll see him around. He's a busy bee.
A busy bee? What an odd choice of words.
This guy, Joyce was pretty nice, at least in my opinion. I mean, she's obviously a negotiator, but she's very helpful. She seems very genuine, and did tell us everything we needed to know. But yeah, at least Joyce was kind of nice. If she was running circles around me mentally, like, I wasn't very obvious. But this guy just kind of ignores what I'm saying? Like, what? He's either way less subtle or way more disrespectful. He's just, like... Nah, I'm not going to respond to you. What
I'm
you're saying.
all ears, officer. A moment, officer.
Oh, really?
Do you have everything you need from me? I'm afraid we won't have the chance to speak again once you leave.
He's probably has to go to another place.
It's against diplomatic best practices for an official in my position to be discussing murders with local militiamen. And I'm pressed for time. After you leave, I should be leaving as well.
That's not the real reason he's so apprehensive. Men in his position shouldn't be seen loitering around in underprivileged young men's apartments in the middle of the night.
That is true. There's a very high chance that the smoker outside is some sort of escort, perhaps? And I got all this stuff in here.
Of course. I'm sorry I couldn't be the break you were looking for. Good luck with the investigation.
Well, that was sort of useful. Moderacy, even inside of moderacy? Jesus. Well, I got 3 points. Point 1. I'm going to ditch White Morning because Morderix having raised learning caps is cool, but I really don't need the zoom distance. It's not pulling any weight. I replace it with I'm gonna look what this one up does because I've already done it in the other playthrough, so I am entitled to knowing what it does. Get a thought. Effects. Completion +1. I need it! My logic will take a hit for 4 hours, but I will get 1 play pain threshold, so I could technically pain threshold. I could retry looking at the Man from Helmdall series, and okay, no, I could try. No, wait. Okay, all the other physical instrument ones are useless. But I could try the Man from Helmdall series shelf again. And it raises all my learning caps by 1. So I could get more volition and try, like, a lot more stuff. I could try a lot more stuff. It also boosts my authority a bit because my authority is notoriously shit. Terrible. What's the next thing that I want to pursue, though? This will get me killed. Oh, I need to talk to Manana. I forgot to talk to Manana. Hopefully he's still there. Okay, I am going to be frank. The extra bonus from White Morning was pretty good. That's a weird graphical line. This game has a weirdly low amount of polish in some places, huh? A lot of people are gone now, though. I hope Manana is still there. Streets are empty. Nope, he's gone. Does this mean... Is Measurehead still here? Looks like his babes are, but... Yeah, of course he is. Of course he is. There's not much I can investigate. It's weird seeing the ground here totally open. Strange. I suppose I'll have to just continue chugging along.
Behind the dockworkers, a seat.
Can I help you?
It's another thing.
Another thing. Great. I love those.
The phone line is dead?
Yes, and the phone company is taking its sweet time sending someone to fix it. Losers. It's not strange, it's inconvenient. Who told you that?
It would be dishonorable.
Fine, yeah. It looked like someone had messed with the wiring. It was shortly after the hanging, but I don't know if it's at all related. Plenty of arseholes around here who aren't murderers. If you do find out who cut the line, though, let me know, so I can forward them the repair bill.
Will do, Gert.
Yes?
Don't have anything to play that with. I don't know why I can click on this guy. He doesn't do anything. Can I say hello?
The door is closed. Still nothing. The lieutenant gives you a quick glance. You should punch a fucking hole in it.
No.
The murmur in your ears recedes slowly. Your breathing normalizes. That's one lucky door.
God, I got the white guy named Kyle in my veins now. Shit. Yeah. Don't want to be punching holes in
Yes?
shit.
What about me?
You know what? Never mind. I don't want to push the secret thing. Maybe I do.
No.
Your brain sends the signal to your lips, but they refuse the
Yes,
order.
eyebrow.
Something is paralyzing them. You're pretty sure it has something to do with the lieutenant's eyebrow.
Oh no.
It's like you're locked down.
Something the matter, detective?
What's going on? It's like you're a puppet in his hands.
Authority, Deborah. He eyebrowed me.
The lieutenant relaxes his eyebrow, and you seem to regain control of yourself.
Good. Let's change the subject.
Time to sleep. Good night. Bye, Kim. I sure hope he's... How does he use the bathroom? Because I think the bathroom is shared with this.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face.
Got more bonuses from knowing the origin, the expression. Maybe if I do ever boost up my...
The bed is still cold
electrochemistry.
from the broken window, and not too inviting. But it's yours. You've earned it.
Done a surprisingly good amount of work today. It'll be Wednesday, so I can open up the water lock, but I have other things to investigate.
The bed is still cold from the wind blowing in from the broken window. The mattress creaks as you close your eyes and try your hardest to fall asleep.
Here we are again, my broken bud. The waves are coming, carrying you away. But you can't go. No, you have to stay. Always half aware of yourself.
Okay, bro.
You're not cooperating, brother man.
Limbic system sounds different today.
It's your disgusting body. Even through your sleep,
Never
you
mind.
feel a vague discomfort suffusing it. Your belly and your sides are unpleasantly tender. You wish you could curl up into a fetal ball of safety. But you cannot, because of the pain.
This weird limbic system's taking the charge today.
That pain in your right side is your enlarged liver, by the way. As for your kidneys, you've really been compounding the damage lately.
I haven't eaten a single thing all day.
But this suffering, it must have some kind of meaning. A story that will come out of it. Perhaps even a story that you will write yourself.
I want to say the medical attention line, but that's like... I think... No, that's the boring one.
There's no dignity here.
There you are.
Only reflections of your body mass. Flashes of the day. You keep coming back to yourself in the mirror. But why? To admire all your accomplishments?
Let me get the expression off my face.
You're just stuck here. In the half-world. Could try looking at other people. Really looking. But why would you want to start doing that?
I zoned out. Just stuck here in the half world. Try looking at other people. I will. I'm looking at people all the time. I'm the best at looking at people.
Sure you do. They're all so friendly, aren't they?
You know, the "I'm looking at people all the time" line reminds me of a certain orange individual.
At least they're interesting. Each one has a process just like yours, running in the space between their ears, full of secrets.
I mean to say, it's very Trump-esque. Yeah.
People are beautiful, statuesque, parodies and tragedies of themselves. A great democracy of creatures.
What do you think you're doing right now? Coming to some greater awareness? Look at all these lights, blinking in and out of existence. Thoughts! You're just pretending that you're asleep, even to yourself, while the world goes on without you.
Okay.
Let it. Let it.
But it never seems to let you go, does it? Time to rise and wipe that shining sweat off as best you can. Gather your bearings. Rock and roll.
Hell yeah. They're not gonna get me to just sleep all night. I mean, die in the sleep. They don't even have sleep apnea to keep me down. Let's see what I can do today. It's Wednesday. The water lock should be open. But who knows what else could happen. Most notable, I think I'm going to talk to Mañana. Whoa, wait. What's going on here? Hello, Kim.
Yes?
Hi?
You look like shit.
The ruffled face reflects in the man's sunglasses.
And I don't mean that as a metaphor. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm going by here.
Oh, come on, Jean. It looks like it's been a rough week on him.
Horse-faced woman. She's got really, very minimalist. Do I not have a good grasp on... Is she... What does it mean that her features are so... The shadows are so extreme?
It's not just this week. What you want?
There's something about this guy that matches with a face in your head. A similar but different face. He might be wearing a disguise.
Wearing a disguise.
Yes, it's a hobby of mine.
Yes, it's a hobby of mine.
As if waiting for some kind of reaction or response. Something to click. It's not happening though. Who is this guy?
Who is this guy?
I'm not getting involved in this.
Yeah.
There's something that binds you to him. Some kind of an outfit, maybe. A uniform.
The uniform is metaphorical. I'm seeing the working class.
I want to say, yes, I think.
Level with me for a second. Are you working class?
Fucking politics again. You know what I'm more interested in?
You solving the case of the Handmaid?
You solving the case you're on. I'm passionate about that. So maybe get to it?
Okay.
About what? You don't look like a cop. You know what you look like?
Like a revolutionary.
No, not like a revolutionary.
Okay.
Watch out for yourself, loser.
That voice, so very familiar. Did you hear it when calling to your station and reporting your badge missing?
Wait.
Oh, really? I wonder where. That's the where you remember me from?
Ah, yes.
You don't say. Goodbye then. The voice thing was a coincidence. Run along, asshole.
Okay then.
The woman in an RCM patrol officer's uniform winces as she notices you.
I would really prefer not to talk to you right now.
You cop with the RCM?
Yes, I am.
I am also a police
I
officer.
know.
Here's the real deal.
It's hard to tell whether he's sarcastic or sincere. But if you had to guess, you would say the lieutenant is being sarcastic.
I'm on a murder investigation.
I'm definitely not the cavalry.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, why would I want to talk to you?
It's cool to see the cop. I thought you and I were the only ones.
No, you're not. You're not the only cop in the world.
God, these guys are depressing.
Okay, fine. Let's talk. What did you want?
What does one talk about with a fellow officer?
What precinct are you
What
from?
precinct?
Fucking deranged lunatic.
You're getting an intellectually unsatisfying vibe from this conversation. Maybe you're doing something wrong.
Are you working class?
Well, raising 2 children and half a husband on a patrol officer's wage? Yes, I guess I am working class.
Do you want the revolution with you?
No. Okay, sort of. But not with you. Like you are now. Don't take this the wrong way.
You with him?
Of course I'm with him. Why do you ask?
He's pretty cool.
Well, he's not. He's a sack of shit barely kept together by crazy glue. But at least he tries, unlike you.
Please, let's not turn this into another exchange, okay? I don't know what to say.
Don't say anything, Judith.
Judith, maybe this was the JM, I think? What are you, the police, doing
I'm
here?
just looking out for...
No one. I'm just a man with sunglasses. And you are?
Policewoman?
Yes, a policewoman who just wants to do her job. That's all.
Something about the man with sunglasses and you, the energy between you two, is making her uncomfortable.
Okay, why are they just here then? And the smoker guy is here now? Hello.
Hi, gendarme. Another rendezvous.
Hello.
Hello, hello. So what brings you here?
What are you doing here?
Admiring the atmosphere. What about you, officer?
I live here.
Convenient. But what are you doing here? Talking to me?
Oh yeah, the muscular
Oh
type.
yes, let's see. He knocked on my door a few days after the lynching. I think he was going through the entire building, asking questions.
What did you do?
Nothing. That I didn't see anything. What friend? No, I don't think it came up.
I guess he has a lot of friends.
Muscular, handsome, strong, Like one of those military types.
This could be Scab Leader.
Yes, but he was speaking to someone on his earpiece.
Definitely Scab Leader.
Yes, you know those tiny speaker microphones that fancy security guards sometimes wear.
Because she's got the radio operative.
Just reporting back whatever I was telling him. Oh, let me think. He had an accent. He sounded like one of those mercenaries. He sounded vaguely Oranese. No, not vaguely, scratch that. He sounded definitely Oranese. Sure. Anything else on your mind?
Oh, I met your
You
Sunday
did?
friend.
And how did you like him? Ah, shoot. Why not?
Who is he?
A visitor from the first world. He's not like you and me, gendarme. He can always return.
To his life.
To his opportunities in Occident, Sur la Clé. Still, his coming and going brings some life to the village. Or is it just money? I don't know. Friends, I told you. Sunday friends. Friends who like to get together from time to time. That he won't be there when times get tough, I guess. It is. On Sundays.
Not good friends.
He has keys. And he likes the view. To the sea, I mean.
Maybe he's paying for the room?
Hmm? What about me, gendarme?
Okay, come on!
It's the sports. He's a sports guy. All about that physical prowess and athletic skill. Nothing else here.
Bye-bye, gendarme.
Darn. Good attempt. Map. Just go down. God damn it. Smoker man. Spirit decor. Okay, what if I,
Behind the dock
It's
workers.
not time yet. I can definitely go south. But also, I want to go talk to Manana. Don't want to talk to that guy because he will rock my shit.
So, how'd you like our harbor?
You've been in there, he means. Talked to the boss man too, probably.
Labor utopia.
It's but a rest area on the path leading across open plains.
Did I get experience for that? Yes, I did.
Right. You talk to the boss, eye to eye, like men of the plain. If you have any more questions, I'm set to talk.
Any idea? He might know about the Hanged Man?
The mercenary, eh? Who could have killed him? That's indeed the question. Why even do such a thing?
By the way, I have an interpretation for his portrait. I mean, his eyes are closed. He's got the big old smile because he's a relaxed sort of fellow. But there's also this gray region of the white section of the Union background. I like to. It kind of aligns with the shaded portion of his face, like, you know, he's partially obscured. Like, you know, the light is over here, and part of him doesn't see it. I mean, he seems pretty knowledgeable, but, it's not, I don't think it's a literal not being able to see anything, but, or see parts of things, but, he's definitely, at least physically, partially shadowed.
What a thought! Why would noble workers resort to such a thing? Unless they were pushed, of course. Your dead guy was an enemy combatant.
He was, yeah.
He was an agent of the opposition, attempting to undermine our honorable efforts. I ain't the murdering type, but that's just me. Large organizations like our union have all sorts of men, with all sorts of skills.
Like the Hardy
He's
Boys.
not lying about not doing it himself. He means A more violent faction could easily take care of such a thing.
Understood. This has been of limited use. Still, thank you.
No problem. I wish the best to you in your search. Sure, I'm glad it's not my search.
Ever?
A key, huh? What door is this key supposed to open?
Weasel.
Oh, say no more. I got you.
He taps the side of his nose with a little wink.
I got that key right here.
Basement.
And let me tell you, it's mighty good of you to help us out during the strike. Working class solidarity, as they say.
I saw an opportunity, I took it. I'm a hustle grain. Oh, this is funny, but I gotta go with the experience. I have a build. I need that for my resources. I'm opening it for all.
I knew this man was a commie. And it's a good thing you're doing too. Thanks. What you're looking for is a basement door behind the greenhouse. That's behind the whirling in rags. That's all I know. Our organization is what you call compartmentalized. Means we keep out of each other's business.
Okay, but where did you get the key from?
The janitor gave it to me. Nice fella. We talked about life and things that really, truly matter. None of this mess we're in. This jiving and juggling. What's it for? To feed our children, I guess.
Anything? Want to tell me anything about the weasel?
I'm more of a philosophical dock worker. I like to talk about the big picture stuff. Who I am, who you are, what we are fighting for.
He means he's not going to tell you cause he doesn't know. But he will shoot his mouth off with you now that you're working for Everard.
Los Ardis? They're an independent militant group. A bit too high-strung, but it comes with the responsibility. They're sort of like you. Preserve the rule of law and all that. Except it's Everard's law. But really, they're just like you.
Give me the philosophy.
We're negotiating our share. Aye. All of it. However, right now we want all the harbor workers to be on the company's board, so they could take part in the decision-making process.
I keep getting distracted. This cannot be a very comfortable way to sit.
This seditious talk sounds like communism. Just so we're on the same page, communism is basically wanting to kill the rich people or deporting them to a labor camp in southeast Grad. But don't say that out loud if you're a communist.
I don't think that is what that is.
I think it's best you make up your own mind now that you've met him. In my eyes, he is a capable organizer and a decent businessman. I guess you kind of get to be the village chief. He oversees the harbor, makes deals with the owners or other relevant parties, watches out for his own.
By that, you mean corruption?
By heavens, why would he not be corrupt? We live in a harsh and disordered world, see? And in this world, the old man is corrupt for our benefit, and we know it. Appreciate it even. He is, personally, not too lavish.
Too lavish, not like that. I guess he's not like that king, that Dreidel or something. No, the guy that got his jaw shot off and he had a gold-plated gun and a humongous frilled purple coat and a giant red horse.
He is reasonably lavish, sure. That's his prerogative. It's not like you want a saintly demeanor on a corrupt motherfucker. That would be a manipulative illusion. Besides, there are no non-corrupt systems in the world anyway, and moralism is the most corrupt of them all.
This man has political theory, and it has not failed him today.
Moralism, nothing changes. It would be very interesting if Sunday Friend and Mañana ended up in the same room, hey?
No. I don't think I'm a communist. Seeing something of value and saying I want it all to myself is a much older and simpler notion. No science to it at all. Even a weak child can think it. The only things holding someone back are I can't and I shouldn't.
Wait, what does he mean by that? He doesn't think he's a communist. I don't understand what he means. Maybe it's just because it's like midnight right now, but like... Huh. I don't know.
I have nothing against communists. They are honorable boyaderos. And they have good analysis. But my own code serves me well. If my code starts failing, a code can fail a man as well as a man can fail a code, then I will have to submit to a new one, which may well be communism.
Oh, so by saying that, seeing something of value and saying I want it all to myself is a notion that even a child can get, and therefore it is understandable that people wish to own things, especially when it's only moral grounds that are keeping people from just taking things that they want. So, therefore, he's a socialist, not a hardline communist. He's a socialist, I think, who believes that what the union is working for is ultimately constructive and like healthy, but he also values the fact that people want to own things for themselves, and therefore to some extent private property is necessary. I see.
He knows who he is, firmly grounded, has no need to reinforce or elaborate his political identity to himself or others.
See, I am primarily a lazy person.
He looks very amused, as if thinking about some private joke or mystery.
No doubt he's communist enough to call himself such, but he won't. He likely believes that when someone has radical ideas, he should still rather present himself as a self-interested moderate, not as a missionary of a minority ideology. It might come in handy to present ideas as a part of reality, the only reality that exists, instead of some abstract true form. On the other hand, he's not lying when performing this sleight of hand. He's a self-interested moderate.
That's one way to call it, friend. An unnecessarily complicated way.
Laziness, self-interest, and negligence certainly fit the doctrine espoused here.
Is it the dulcet tone of ultra-liberalism I hear?
At least some people are willing to make the necessary sacrifices in order to reach higher and to better the world.
Maybe I'm stupid. Maybe he is just coasting on this because he's lazy and he doesn't have to, theoretically he wouldn't have to work very much.
Sure, I've had the necessary free time. Fortunately, there's always time.
Manana is just like using it to not work. He's using the union not to work. He's like, maybe.
The look in his brown eyes conjures up an understanding. For him, having command of his time is the most important thing. It all comes together now. The way he speaks about scabs, his general attitude. He's a follower of a 500-year-old Franco-Nigerian Boyadero code, itself an appropriation of Vespertine cool. That of a noble peasant or a traveling herdsman, true to yourself, independent in your actions, loyal to your friends.
I really need to figure out what... Damn, I am downright confuddled by Manana. It's just, I'm thinking about it too fucking hard. What is up with it? Yeah, maybe I could figure out free editing software to cut that all out. But that's like the Desperado.
No.
Oh.
No. The man sits on the railing, his hands reaching far and wide. Yet it feels as if he could effortlessly go even wider, if need be, an endless torrent of time.
But yeah, it's just he confuses me. He confuses me. Maybe when I'm watching this back later, I'll figure it out finally. But for right now, I am totally mushed. I don't know what to think of him. But I've been going on a bit too long, so bye.